Okay, if you could first of all just please state your name and the years you played here at Texas A&M.
Woody Walker, played in 1951, 1952.
What were some of your fondest memories while playing for the Aggies?
Well, the fondest memory was beating University of Texas. We ended up in a tie with TCU and Texas, and we beat TCU in the first round of the playoffs. He would go in the NCAA tournament. Then we beat the University of Texas here, and then lost the first game in Austin and beat them the second game to qualify for the NCAA tournament in 1951.
What was one of your most memorable games personally?
Well, I would have to say that game, you know, because it was the first time A&M had beaten University of Texas in Austin since, I think, 1926. So that was just a big win for us.
Do you remember any humorous anecdotes about any of your former teammates or coaches that you'd be willing to share with us?
Well, I think probably the funniest one was we had a young man by the name of Marvin Martin had a great hook shot, but Coach Floyd, who came in his junior year, well, it was his senior year, and he did not allow us to shoot hook shots. And so we were playing the NCAA tournament in Kansas City, and we were getting strung pretty good by Washington, who had a great team. And about the last 30 seconds of the game, he said, "Y'all give me the ball. I'm going to end my career with a hook shot." And so he did. He shot a beautiful hook shot and headed for the bench because he knew he had a sub waiting for him.
All right, well, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Aggie Basketball with Tony Baroni is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola and your local Coca-Cola bottlers. We're home again tomorrow night, Wednesday night the 21st, and the University of Houston will be the opponent. Bud Light Daredevils will perform at halftime, so hope to see you out for the Houston game at 7 on Wednesday. I guess it was a week ago last Friday you had all of the former players, not all of them, but you had a lot of former players come in. That was a lot of fun.
It really was, Dave. You know, we've had it 2 years now, and the first year we had about 15, 18 guys that came back, and this year we had 42 total that came back. And they brought their families with them, and it was really, really a fun night. It was interesting to see some of the guys. One of the things that's a standard, it's amazing, is that if you were a shooter in 1956, you're a shooter in 1996, because we had some guys out there that had great form, really did.
And you're going to make this an annual event. You've worked real hard on this.
We're going to try to even upgrade it a little bit more. I think once the fans, we had a good number of fans actually, and I think once the fans see how positive of an experience this can be, just to say hello to those folks. I had a lot of people say, "Oh, those guys used to eat dinner at my house all the time," and they really wanted to just say hello to them, so that was a good deal.
Andy Richardson's put together a special feature on this, and you're really going to like what we've done here, so let's watch it.
We're having a reminiscence from the blast in the past. Hope it lasts. We look real healthy right now, but that's only a layup line.
I remember when Coach Metcalf told me, he said, "How many games do you think we'll win?" He gave me the schedule. I said about, got up to like 34. I said, 34. He said, "What?" I said, "Well, can you pick out the games we're going to lose?" And we all started laughing.
We would travel around the country, and no matter where we were, we'd be greeted by Aggies. And I remember flying into Anchorage, Alaska, playing in the Great Alaskan Shootout, and Aggies met us at the airport, whisked us off, and took us by snowmobile to glaciers, and took us out and wined us and dined us, and we had a great time. Kentucky, New York, it didn't matter where we were, Aggies were there in strength, you know, meeting us and supporting us. That was fantastic.
My name is Claude Riley. I picked up a nickname while I was here, the Crockett Rocket. I got it from my hometown. I'm from Crockett, Texas, and they say the way I shoot my jumper, it was like a rocket. The most memorable game was when I had set a record here that night for a Southwest Conference game. I scored 38 points and captured 18 rebounds against the University of Houston Cougars. And that was the first time that Aggie had done that in a Southwest Conference game.
It was probably the Arkansas game in '75 when I was fortunate enough to get the ball the last second and shoot it, and it went in. We ended up winning the conference that year.
I'd say Arkansas. Up in Arkansas, it was a triple overtime, and the last overtime they had the clock had broke, or so they said, and they brought in a guy out of the stands, had a hog hat on, and he was keeping it with a stopwatch. And the last minute lasted about 2.5, 3 minutes, I think. And we ended up getting beat by 2.
You remember?
You know, one of those guys in that picture now was Wally Moon, who went on to be a National League Rookie of the Year with the St. Louis Cardinals. Wally didn't play, but he came back for the Reunion and lettered in basketball and baseball at A&M.
I told Wally that I watched him play numbers of games at Wrigley Field. He was a great player.
And one more thing, Claude Riley looked like he might be able to step out on the floor for you right now.
He's been playing over in Spain, I think,
right?
Dave, for a number of years. Really great shape, and it looks like he still can block some shots. You saw no one guarded anybody in that game, but it was. I'll tell you what I enjoyed about it more than anything. It gave our players a chance to see guys from the past who really loved A&M and still do.
All right, we're back with highlights from our last 2 games right after these words.